wages.
That's right, asset ownership. Because they own everything. And we've been saying for the longest time that your wages, which is your dollar bills, ain't worth nothing.
Right.
It's not backed by gold and silver. Who got all the gold and silver? The elites. They got the gold, the silver, the precious metal, the diamonds, land, houses, things that appreciate, stocks, bonds. They have things that appreciate. We don't. We have a dollar that depreciates. So they have the real riches. Okay? And we working for a dollar bill that ain't worth nothing. Okay, so the poor get poor and the rich get richer.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Wages have stagnated, but asset values have exploded. Investors and business owners now gain wealth from ownership, not effort.
That's right. So they own everything, he own nothing. Okay? And that's a real asset. We got one more part about ownership but not effort.
Wages have stagnated, but asset values have exploded. Investors and business owners now gain wealth from ownership, not effort.
That's right, man. That's bullshit. Talking about the American dream, work hard, your bootstraps,
Right.
and you can make it. Like, like Rockefeller. But no, man. You don't own assets like that.
Right.
You don't own thousands of acres of land. You don't own gold and silver and diamonds. You don't own real estate, high-end real estate properties. The Bible said the earth was given unto the hands of the wicked. They own everything. That's the real wealth. And they manipulate the dollar, whether it go up and down. And now it's being devalued every day. Because they're not backed by anything. They got all the gold and silver. Real money is backed by gold and silver. It's not backed by anything.
Right.
It's a debt. It's a debt note. Go ahead, brother.
Investors and business owners now gain wealth from ownership, not effort. In this scenario, AI doesn't ruin the economy. It reshapes it into a two-class system.
See there? That's what AI is all about. It's going to be economic collapse, but for the poor.
Mm-hmm.
But when the New World Order, so you try to establish that New World Order where we don't have nothing, they going to have everything, total control. That's going to be a new economy. Go ahead.
AI doesn't ruin the economy, it reshapes it into a two-class system. The owners and the owned.
That's the New World Order. The owners and the owned.
Nothing in between.
Nothing in between. You got to go to this man for everything. This is diabolical. Right. Give me your next scripture. Micah 6, 10 to 12.
Book of Micah chapter 6 and verse 10. And there yet the treasures of wickedness. Sorry, it says, and there yet the treasures of wickedness in the house of the wicked, and the scant measure that is abominable.
That's right, the scant measure. That scant measure is your dollar. Okay? It's abominable because it's not backed by them. They're robbing the people. It's not backed by silver and gold. Here they give you dollar bills while they have all the assets. Okay? They have everything. And that stuff belongs to us. All the forces of the Gentile belong to us anyway. But they have it stored away in their storehouses. Go ahead. And then you go to the bank and they give you a high dollar loan. They own everything. Go ahead.
Micah chapter 6 and verse 11, it says, shall I count them pure with the wicked balances?
The wicked balances, man. So they manipulate the value of the dollar. They manipulate how much stocks is worth. They manipulate the interest rate. So it's an unbalanced scale, which is against the scriptures. It's usury. Go ahead.
Shall I count them pure with the wicked balances and with the bag of deceitful weights?
That's what it is. The bad and deceitful weights. Bad business for us and great business for them, man. Keep us poor, keep us rich. Go ahead.
Verse 12, for the rich men thereof are full of violence.
That's right, man. Full of violence, man. They do anything to stay in power. Okay, go ahead.
And the inhabitants thereof have spoken lies.
That's right, man.
And their tongue is deceitful in their mouth.
That's right, man. So all those deceitful policies they pass out, supposed to help the people, have destroyed the people. So they can stay rich and stay in control, more importantly. Okay, that's their plot. Give me Proverbs 28 and 8.
Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 8. He that by usury and unjust gain increaseth his substance, he shall gather it for him that will pity the poor.
Read that again, man. This white man put on a dollar at God we trust, but he's robbing people with his deceitful ways and his usury. But it's going to be a God-fearing nation, but he broke this commandment right here. Go ahead.
Proverbs chapter 28 and verse 8. He that by usury and unjust gain,
The international banking family, go ahead.
increaseth his substance,
They increase their substance.
by devaluing everybody else's.
Exactly. Go ahead.
He shall gather it for him that will pity the poor.
That's right. So the Most High is going to gather it for us. We pay the poor. We're teaching the poor. So the Most High is going to take all that money from the elite banking family.
Right.
He's going to give us to us. So hey man, it's been a short game for y'all guys, man. So enjoy it while you can. All that stuff is coming back to the nation of Israel.
Beautiful.
Continue with the article, brother.
Universal basic income.
So that's what's next. So they're going to devalue our money, and it's going to be two classes, the owners and the owned. So the question at the beginning of the article was, if everybody loses the AI job, how do the rich going to keep making money? Or the stores keep making money? It's from the universal basic income. Total control. It's going to be a whole welfare. This whole system will be welfare. It's going to be a welfare system. Go ahead.
Universal basic income. Lifeline or Mirage. Some see universal basic income as the lifeboat. Sam Altman's open research funded a UBI trial giving $1,000 a month to low-income Americans.
So they already do it. They already tried it. They've been doing this. So they've been seeing how it works.
Yeah.
Go ahead. They tested it. Beta tested it, as they say. Go ahead.
Results: improved mental health and food security.
They're always going to make it seem like everything is good.
Like
so they
it's
improve mental health
right.
and food security. It benefits you. But how does somebody live on $1,000 a month anyway? Let's know this BS anyway. You know? Go ahead.
If most jobs vanish, people need ownership stakes, or they'll be dependent on state support.
That's what they want. They want.
Yeah.
That's what they want.
Right.
They want everything on the state support. Go ahead.
If most jobs vanish, people need ownership stakes, or they'll be dependent on state support while the wealthy complain about taxes funding it. So, what happens next? AI isn't flipping the table, it's extending a trend.
That's right. It's going to keep on going. Go ahead.
Labor has been losing value for decades.
It's interesting. They use the analogy of flipping a table, like Howard Shah did when he was taking care of business in the temple.
Right.
Now that decline is accelerating, the solution? Either we create policies that distribute wealth more fairly, or we risk a society that looks less than a middle-class democracy and more like a digital feudal system.
That's what they want, a digital feudal system. Now look at that word, feudal. I get a definition.
Okay, feudal. A system in which people were given land and protection by people of higher rank and worked and fought for them in return.
That's right. So it's going to be a place where they're going to give you all the money, all your money, all your food. Ration. We're going to ration your food, ration your money, and you work for them. And how you going to get that? Through the mark of the beast. So everything on your house, see, they're going to take your house. So this is what they're going to do. They're going to take your house away, which you're doing now.
Yep.
They're going to take your land, they take your farms, take your jobs, and then this whole economy is going to collapse.
Right.
And then it's going to be a reset. You need a mark of the beast to get this universal basic income, which they're going to ration out a few bucks to you. They're going to ration out housing to you. They're going to ration out land. They're going to ration out food. Because they don't want you to eat meat no more. So they're going to ration out all this plant-based garbage to you. That's it. They're going to have total control.
Total.
They even got system. They want to control your system, your smart system. They don't want you having your heat, because the environmental. They don't want you have heat your home or cool your home at certain temperatures. So say you let your house at 70 degrees. So well, that's too cold. You need at 73, 74. They're gonna be able to control it through the smart things. It's total control.
Absolute control.
Complete control. We've been teaching about this for so long.
And here we are.
Here we are.
That's right.
Give me Isaiah 14, 12 through 16.
Okay.
And the Bible speaks about this.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 14, starting at verse 12. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning?
That's why that's the so-called white man, elites and Pacific.
How art thou cut down to the ground?
That's right. So eventually, man, they'll lose power. We're going to destroy them. Go ahead.
Which didst weaken the nations.
We get a nation. Go ahead.
13.
Create a new world order.
For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven.
That's right. So they want to be in power. They want to be the Most High. Go ahead.
I will exalt my throne above the stars of God.
Mm-hmm.
I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north.
Basically, I will oppress the Israelites in here in North America. Go ahead. Rule over them.
Verse 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High.
That's all about. They want to be like the Most High. Total control. And total control over the Lord's people. Go ahead.
15. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell.
That's when Yahweh comes back, he's going to bring you down to hell. Go ahead.
To the sides of the pit.
And when I say hell, I'm talking about in a low condition, in slavery. Go ahead.
Verse 16. They that see thee.
Now, when we're in the kingdom of heaven, when we see the damn devil, go ahead.
They that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee.
We're going to look at you.
And consider thee.
We're going to consider, who's that guy?
Saying, is this the man?
Now, they let you know that Lucifer is a man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're going to be in the kingdom, like, that's Lucifer over there, the so-called white man? Go ahead.
Saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
That's right, it had all nations underneath his thumb.
Right.
Go ahead.
That did shake kingdoms.
That's right, shake kings. That's right. But he will be brought down to the pit. Now let's get the last scripture, Revelation 13, 16 through 18. Yeah, so Lucifer is the wicked, and he's a man.
Right.
And he's Esau.
Yeah. That old serpent.
That old serpent. That's right.
Revelation chapter 13, starting at verse 16. And he causeth all.
Who's the he? The so-called white man. People Pacific, the international banking family, the 1%. Go ahead.
And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand.
That mark is the microchip. When you go into the word, Greek word, it's karama. I mean, a sketching, an etching. Okay? So they're gonna scratch that mark insert that mark into your right hand or forehead. Go ahead.
To receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Says, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark.
That's right, man. So you ain't gonna be able to get no universal basic income without the mark. You ain't get no food, no water without the mark, no housing without the mark. Everything will be about that mark, man. It's digital feudalism, okay? Digital control. That's what's going on. They're gonna crash this economy. It's gonna be a reset, and everything will be based on that microchip, okay? And that chip is total control, being like the Most High. Go ahead.
It says, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that hath the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
Now read that from me again.
Go. This is Revelation chapter 13 and verse 17. And that no man.
Now, no man. Now, ain't talking about nations. You got other Israelite groups, other people talking about it's nations trading. What the hell are you talking about? It said no man. It ain't said nations. Go ahead.
And that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
So you can't do no business. You can't do no business. You can't get no ration, no food. You can't get no housing. You gotta have that mark. Go ahead.
Verse 18. Revelation 13 and 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man.
That's right. Who's that man? Lucifer. Who's that man? Esau. Okay. Is this the man that shaped the nation? It's the same man.
Right.
It's the same man. Go ahead.
Says, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 600, 6.
That's right. That's Esau's number. And with that, man, I hope everything, man, that's kind of long, but I hope everything was edifying. I will give all praise due to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the Most High, Yahweh Shai, who the world called Jesus Christ ignorantly. And hey, man, it's time to wake up because all hell about to break loose. And you can't rely on your jobs. You can't rely on Esau. You can't rely on the money because most time about to strip all that stuff away. I say, Kwam Yashar like death to